Season 2. Disclaimer, talks of physical abuse. I made the last name Hinata be from his mom's side and they both changed it after the divorce, cuss I ain't writing Mr. Hinata, fuck him, I'm calling him Mr. Shitbag. Shoyo. I hear someone call my name. For some reason, I feel like I knew this voice. Before I could turn around, I felt arms wrap around me tightly. The warmth that was emitting from this person was comforting. Hinata looked back and his eyes widened. Kags. Hinata froze. Was it really him? Hinata turned and hugged him back. Yamaguchi looks up at TsukiHina. TsukiHina just stood there. His fists were clenched tightly. Does he know him? How do they know each other? Why is he hugging him? TsukiHina had so many questions he wanted to scream out but they got stuck in his throat. Hinata and Kageyama were still hugging because after all the years that passed, they missed each other. Hinata broke the hug. Kags, let's go talk somewhere. Yeah, that'd be great. Why wait? Where are you going, Sho? TsukiHina asked while glaring at Kageyama. Oh, go on ahead, K, you two yams. You know him, Shoyo? Ah yes. Hinata looked up at Kageyama. He's my childhood friend. Childhood friend? Since when? It was always just us. TsukiHina then sees Kageyama grabbed Hinata's hand. Hey, let's go to this park that I saw. Okay. What about your classes? Are you seriously just going to skip them? One day won't hurt. Angry. Fine, don't come crying to me when you're failing, I won't help you. TsukiHina just walks away with Yamaguchi following behind. What's with the attitude? Is he mad? Shoyo. Hinata snapped out of his thoughts and looked at Kageyama. Let's go. Kageyama and Hinata reach the park and decide to sit on the swings. What a small world. It really is. Happy. Shoyo. I've missed you so much. Me too. Sad smile. How come you just disappeared that day? I've grown to this daily routine of being by myself. It's just like the past, that boy left me out of nowhere too. Shoyo. Flashback. Miss Hinata was at the grocery store pregnant with Hinata at that time. Honey, how about this fish? It looks so good. Smiles. Sounds good, I'll go ask for it to be wrapped up. Well, I'm sure I'll have a sweet tooth, so let's find something yummy. Miss Hinata started turning when she bumped into someone. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. She looked up and saw a beautiful woman with dark black hair. Are you okay, miss? I'm fine. I'm sorry I ran into you. They both looked down and saw that they were both pregnant. Oh wow. How far along are you? 14 weeks. Really? Miss Hinata shouted. I'm sorry, hehehe, it's just that I'm in my last term and remember just starting off. After that day, they stayed in touch and realized they lived in the same neighborhood a few houses away. Miss Hinata and Miss Kageyama became very close and eventually best friends. In June, Miss Hinata gave birth to Hinata. Miss Kageyama would come by and see that beautiful boy, and knowing she would have a second child that was a boy made her extremely happy. Akari. They have to be best friends. Ahahaha, Mio, your son isn't even born yet. He doesn't have to be. I just know that they will be the bestest of friends. Smiling so happily. December came around and Miss Kageyama gave birth. Why is he so big? That just means he's going to be tall. I think my Shoyo is going to be short. Since that day on, Hinata and Kageyama were always together. They celebrated every holiday together. Everything Hinata learned, Kageyama would learn soon after. For 6 years, they were always together. Hinata would always take the first bite of Kageyama's birthday cake and Kageyama was always happy. Kageyama became protective of Hinata and grew attached to him. They were the best of friends, just like their mothers. One day though, Kageyama was running to their secret spot and heard crying. He ran and saw Hinata crying. Shoyo. What's wrong? My papa. Crying very hard. Kageyama started hugging him and patting his back, trying to calm him down. Tell me. He hit me. War crying. Kageyama was shocked. What about your mummy? She's not home. She away in buses or something like that. Was it just one hit? Shakes head. He didn't sob. Hinata lifted up his shirt and showed Kageyama the bruises. Shoyo. We hate to tell my mummy. No. He said he would hurt mummy if I told. We don't Kags. After hearing that, Kageyama was scared that he would never see Hinata or his mum if he were to tell, so he just tried to help the best he could. He would make Hinata forget everything when they were together and had fun. It would always happen when Miss Hinata was away for more than 3 days. Shoyo, we have to tell someone, Weiss. I can't keep seeing you get hurt. No. I got used to it, Kags. I'm okay. Hinata was lying but was so afraid. He lied that day to Kageyama. Mr. Shitbag told Hinata that if he were to ever tell anyone, that he would kill his friend. So much happened that one year. While Hinata was getting abused, Kageyama was feeling sad that he couldn't even do anything. Miss Kageyama went to his room and told him that they were going to his grandma's for a week. No. Kageyama screamed. Hey, don't yell. What do you mean no? Don't you want to see your grandma? Shakes head. Kageyama was not going to leave Hinata alone, so he refused. Miss Kageyama saw how flustered Kageyama was, so she decided that it was best she goes with just Miwa. Sigh. Well, you can't stay here by yourself. Let me go to Shoyo's. Yes. If I stay with him, his papa won't hurt him. Miss Kageyama packs him a bag and takes him to Hinata's house. Mr. Shitbag, of course wanting to look good in front of his wife's friend, agreed to letting Kageyama stay the week since his wife was coming in a few days anyway. Thank you so much. Of course. Shoo. Kags. I'm staying here so nothing will happen now, whisper. Happy. Okay. Come to my room. They go to Hinata's room and just enjoy the time they are spending together. Everything went well that whole week, and the day Kageyama's mum was supposed to come back, everyone besides Mr. Shitbag were in the living room. The news was playing and talked about a huge storm that was about to start. They hear a huge thunder and Hinata was so scared and hugged Kageyama. Miss Hinata worried, so she called Miss Kageyama. Mio. You're not driving in this storm, are you? It started just now and I'm already halfway home. No, Mio. Stop at a hotel or something. Don't drive in this weather. Shoyo, Kags, go to your room. Why? Mummy has to talk about grown-up stuff that you can't be listening to. Hinata grabbed Kageyama's hand and they run to his room. Mio, the news said it's not safe to drive in. Don't worry. Akari. You know I'm a good driver. That doesn't matter. It's dangerous. Okay, I'll drive to the nearest hotel and stay there. Good. Stay on the phone with me. Is Miwa with you? No, my mum wanted to stay with her another week and Miwa loves it there. Chuckle. Well, your parents do spoil them. I know, my whole car is filled with so many presents for Tobio. Ahahaha, when you get back we need to have a spa day. Yes. We so need it. By the way, how was your trip? It was good, it should have slowed down now and I'll be here for a while. Yes. Miss Kageyama's light turned green and she started driving when all of a sudden a big truck passed a red light and crashed full speed into Miss Kageyama's car. Screaming and car screeches. Mio. Silence. Mio, answer me. Answer me please. Oh my god. Honey. Miss Hinata knows that Mio was halfway back, so they go to that location and Miss Hinata was devastated. No. She was shocked and the ambulance came. They followed behind in the hospital and Miss Kageyama was in critical condition. Miss Hinata was by her side the whole time and at one point she regained consciousness and told her to tell Kageyama and Miwa that she loved them and that she was sorry that she couldn't watch them grow up. Miss Hinata also helped her write letters to them that she would give to them later. Mio. Sadly, Mio Kageyama passed away and it was heartbreaking. Kageyama and Hinata did not know what was happening and were confused. Hinata told Kageyama to stay in his room while he went to the store to get something. Hinata saw how sad Kageyama was getting since he hadn't heard from his mum all day and wanted to cheer him up. He somehow convinced Mr. Shitbag to take him while he was in a good mood and he brought all of Kageyama's favorite snacks. They were on the way back and Hinata started running to his room. Kags. Hinata shouted. He opened his room and saw that no one was there. Kags, come on. Don't scare me, hehehe. Hinata was looking all around his room and then his house but didn't find Kageyama. Kags? He runs up and sees his mum in the living room. Mummy, where's Kags? Mummy? Sho sweetie, Kags had to leave. Wah? Did his mummy come home? No Sho, he has to move away. Crying. What do you mean? Wah Kags. Shoyo, stop screaming. Kageyama left and he won't be coming back. Stop crying and clean up the mess you made in your room looking for him. Hinata froze scared and did what he was told. And stop asking about him from today on. Grips hands. When you went to the store, coincidentally my grandpa came by and told me I had to leave. He told me that my mum was hurt and that I was moving to his hometown. Everything happened so fast and I was so confused and just wanted to see my mum. I didn't have time to leave you a letter or anything. I'm so sorry, Kags. Hick hick. Kageyama looked up and saw Hinata crying. Why are you crying? It's just I'm so sorry. I didn't know anything that happened and that you had to go through that yourself. But I'm here now. I'll make sure you don't go through that pain by yourself again. I've really missed you, Shoyo. You were my best friend and leaving was so hard for me. I'm really glad that the universe put us in the same school. I couldn't really make friends after you. Me too. What? When I first moved and even now I struggle to open up to people and I've only made a few friends. I knew I had to stay positive and my mum said there was a reason you had to move but you leaving me really affected me. I told you everything and you knew everything about me and suddenly disappearing and not having anyone to run to when things got bad made me so empty. I'm sorry, Shoyo. No, it's not your fault and I never blamed you. If anything, I thought I was to blame for everything. Well, I'm here now too. Hinata looked up and saw Kageyama smiling. Yeah. They talked about how they each grew up and how Hinata finally escaped his father's abuse. That's great. I was worried the whole time. It was always in the back of my head and I hated thinking about it. Smile. Well, it's okay now. So how are your grades? Wahhh, they're so terrible. Ahahahahaha, me too. Man, math is just so hard. I know, right? What made you choose Karasuno? Actually, this wasn't my first pick but I didn't get into the other school. Well, it's a good thing you didn't or then we wouldn't have met each other again. Think positively. Yeah. Smile. What made you choose Karasuno? Well, I was riding my bike to the store when I saw a volleyball high school team at nationals on the TV and there was a short guy like me and he played so incredible. He's named the Little Giant and I want to be just like him. You play volleyball? Yeah, do you? Yes. Wow, that's great. We'll be on the same team. Have you heard anything about me? What do you mean? Well, remember how I told you how I couldn't make friends? That included my volleyball team. They thought that I was too controlling and a perfectionist. Nobody wanted to play with me. Hey, that's the past. They don't know anything about you and how you are. As long as I'm here I will play with you no matter what. And I don't know if you'll be able to hit my sets since you're so short. Hey. Don't forget I'm older than you. By a few months. Still. Also my good friends are joining and I bet you'll be good friends with them too. Kay is my closest friend after you so I hope you guys get along. Something tells me that's not all. Shut up. Anyways, let's go. We have to go to the first practice. I'll race ya there. Ready. Set. Go. Hinata sprinted away. No fair. They run and laugh to the school. After Hinata left, TsukiHina was angry and that guy seemed familiar so he asked around for his name. Kageyama, otherwise known as the King. Hands in fists. How the hell does he know Sho? And why did Sho just hug him back like that? What's their relationship mumble? Ugh, just ask Shoyo yourself. I can't. And why's that? What if he says they're dating? He never hugs you back but you saw how he hugged him and he was even blushing. Rolls eyes. Shoyo hugs back when you're not around. Keep dreaming. GRRR. Anyways, I'm sure they're just friends. Whatever, I don't want him around show. He's known as the king and I heard he is very controlling and demanding. Everything has to be his way and his teammates didn't even like him. I wonder when they're coming though. My Shoyo wouldn't miss the first day of volleyball practice. Yeah, he's not yours though. While more senpais entered the gym, the captain came and went up to TsukiHina and Yamaguchi. You must be the first years. Ah, there's one more person. Oh, where is he? Here. Make that too. They all turned and TsukiHina became furious. He saw Kageyama hugging Hinata without a care in the world. Oh, for first years, that's great. No. Huh? TsukiHina walks up to Kageyama and Hinata and pulls Hinata really forcibly away from Kageyama. Our king here won't be joining this club. We don't need a controlling, demanding person like you here. I heard your old teammates didn't even want you and you had no one to talk to. Her small laughter. Stop. TsukiHina was shocked and then Hinata pulled his arm away from his grip. What the hell, Kay? You don't even know Kags and you're just going listening to rumors? Shoyo, stop, it's okay. No, it's not. Like seriously, you don't know anything about him. TsukiHina just stood there stunned and angry.